Hi there, I'm Corinne. Welcome to my channel. I'm doing some personal readings. I have a few to get out of my way. Well, not out of the way, but a few to get done. And then I'm going to do the monthly readings. My startup disk on my Mac had some problems, but it's back to normal now. And I'm back. I kept saying, what is wrong with YouTube? Although YouTube was running a little slow, it was my computer. So if you're waiting for a reading or something for me, there's a few, but I've already contacted you. But if you have contacted me about a reading where you haven't already scheduled and haven't got back to you yet, it's just because I just got my computer going and I'm ready to do some. So, all right, this is, as I said, a personal reading. A lot of Taurus women or Taurus people in general have requested readings lately. So this is another Taurus, and she is with an Aries, or liking on an Aries, and wants to know, is he her twin flame? And by the way, I have to tell you, I saw a picture of him and oh my gosh, is he hot. So I hope for her sake it's her twin flame. So not really, but let's just see what's going on. She seems to find all kinds of, like the whole number sequences, like 777 or the state he's from. She sees those kind of license plates all the time, different stuff like that. And she feels like it's strong, a really strong bond, and she's pretty sure it's like a soulmate kind of thing, and she just wants to know what is up with it. So let's find out. Okay, and if you hear the dogs, I'm so sorry. It's cold outside and they're in the house, and they normally would be outside wrestling, but I have to let them in. It's too cold. So they're sitting here next to me. The husky is the loudest thing ever. He just loves to do her and whining and stop growling, boy. Okay. I'm going to flip some cards here. We got two there. You guys, could you not? Okay, I'm sorry. They sent all my papers flying. Okay. So, right at the center of your reading is you. This is a Taurus. This is the Empress. She is really, really a great manifester. She just can make anything happen. She's a great creator. Like, if she sets her mind to something, she knows how to make it happen. And she's also extremely fertile. She's like the earth, you know, like if you think about Mother Earth kind of thing, that's kind of the Empress. And she's extremely fertile, makes everything grow. So if you're not wanting to have children at the moment, you might want to be careful of that. That's just that kind of energy right there. But this is you. This is the Empress. So that is the Taurus card. Okay, so a while back, you guys came together, and maybe there was an offer of some sort saying, oh, let's build a foundation, let's build a home, let's build a life together, something along that line. Maybe you extended it to him, maybe he extended it to you, but that's what happened in the recent, or in the past here. And so recently, this is where you guys are kind of at right now, is like recently there was kind of like, oh, my wishes are fulfilled. I'm so happy with this person. This is the one for me. This one completes me. I feel like whole. I feel like we're this just kind of like you're creating this kind of beautiful love together. And then you also have the Six of Cups, which is the soulmate card. So this is like when you were together recently, or the last time you were together. I don't know how often you see each other, what the situation is with that, but like when you're together, you have this feeling like, I've just known them forever. My soul knows them and loves them from a different life, and this is just the one for me, and we're definitely soulmates. Or it could even be someone that you've known since your childhood, and you just feel really nostalgic when you're with them. But I think that you're thinking it's kind of like a soulmate kind of relationship, especially since that's what we talked about. But so that was, you know, just right now, that's how you're kind of feeling in the recent past here. And then what's on your thoughts right now is the Page of Wands and the Strength card, which is the Page of Wands is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And so there's the Aries for you. And then the Strength card is the Leo card, but it's also about having inner strength. So I'm thinking in your mind, you're just thinking, I need the inner strength, can I do this to move forward with this new offers, this new something that's coming my way. it's going to take a lot of strength on my part to move it forward. And do I have the strength I need? And can I go ahead and move forward with it? So that's kind of like where your thoughts are at right now, is just you're concerned or just wondering if you, like, how much is it going to take on my side to do it? And not that it's not fair or anything. You just know it's going to be a large commitment. But then you have here coming up in your future really soon, and your immediate future is the Sun card. Oops, sorry, I'm moving them all over the place. The Sun card is just completely about your wishes being fulfilled, just being so happy and feeling like, yes, this is what I've wanted and where I've needed to be. And look at it's like a baby riding on no diaper out on a horse on a sunny day. I mean, there's nothing about this card at all that says, oh, poor me. This is all happy things. So that's coming up in your future, which this, again, is the Leo card. So that's weird that you have 2 cards in a row that are the Leo card. But it could just be about strength and happiness for you. Okay, so I wanted to know, what are your hopes and what are your fears? So these are your hopes. Oh, well, your hopes is the 2 of Cups. So the hopes is that this is a soulmate, and this is your like twin flame soulmate kind of thing, and that you are going to have a long kind of bound relationship, binding kind of love. And so and then what are your fears? Oh, the 3 of Swords. I understand that fear. That's just you don't want to have a heartbreak, and you're afraid if you move forward that maybe it won't work or something. You're going to end up heartbroken because maybe you feel something a little more than him or not. I don't know. I don't necessarily believe that. Okay, my dog wants out, but he can wait a minute. Okay, and so this is how he sees you and how you see him. Well, that's interesting. So he sees you as the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is someone who's really honest, tells it how it is, very intelligent. And those are all qualities that are very respected by Aries. Aries love people that... my dog just came up and knocked me. Sorry. Aries love people that use their mind and can think and say things how it is and just are very clear about what they're thinking. They don't want to have to try to figure you out. They just want you to say it how it is. And Dakota, I'll let you out in 1 minute. And so that's what he sees you as. And then you see him as the Emperor, which is the Aries card. So that's great. So look at you guys are both in here. Whenever... like the counterpart, the Empress and the Emperor are counterparts to each other. That's the Taurus woman and the Aries man. Sorry, Taurus woman, Aries man. And whenever they're in the same reading, I think, okay, maybe this is a soulmate relationship, because those usually, to me, that's my way of knowing this is a soulmate relationship, because they're both coming up. Both, it doesn't even have to be your sign. It could be 2, the King and Queen of Swords, it could have been even or something, but when they come up together as the counterparts, I think, okay, so, but this is definitely you guys. This is actually you guys, the Empress and the Emperor, your sign and his sign. So the Emperor is someone who is very in command. They know what they want. They don't take no for an answer. Nobody can really kind of push them around. They're very stern and headstrong, but they're super kind and loving too, and they're generous. They'll make sure they have the best of the best, and then when they're done, they're going to take you shopping and get you something beautiful too, kind of thing. And which is nothing wrong with that. That's the way it should be. They work very hard. They make money. They're usually business owners, lawyers, judges, Congress, people that make the laws, that kind of thing. They want to be in command. And Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, and they like to just get out there and lead and rush it forward. And so that is who you see him as, and he sees you as the King of Swords, which, like I said, is someone that just really kind of is very honest. So then I wanted to know what's going to be the outcome for you guys. Oh, wow, look what we have here. What was I saying? I have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Remember how I was saying we have the Devil in here, though. We're going to talk about that in a minute. So we have the King and Queen of Cups. So this is another saying, oh, soulmate kind of relationship. Now, the thing I want you to remember about soulmates is this is where a lot of people get confused. Soulmate relationships are very intense, very loving, and they can last forever, and they could be what is like, this is my destiny and I'm going to be in it forever. Or it can be just, I'm really drawn to this person. My soul knows them because you guys made a contract up above before you came here. and said at this stage of our life we're going to come together and we're going to help each other with whatever soul lessons that we need to learn, kind of thing. And so then you come together, and so you think, oh, we're going to be together forever and ever, this is my soulmate. And that is a possibility, but it's not always the case with soulmates. It could just be a learning lesson that your soul needs. That's why your soul brings them in, so you can progress and not be stuck doing the same thing. Like, let's learn that lesson, move on. Maybe you're stuck in some sort of lesson pattern that needs to be broken. Either that, or you've called in your soulmate, and this could be your life partner. So I just want to put that out there to explain the soulmates, because a lot of people think, okay, this is my soulmate, it's the one then forever. So you have the King and Queen of Cups. They are a loving, like, he is extremely creative, entrepreneurial. He makes good money. He's very loving and loyal to his queen. And then she's the Queen of Cups. She's very maternal, very loving and kind. And she's very smart too and creative. And she is very loyal to her man too. They're the King and Queen of Cups. And so that's love. So, which is weird though. The King of Cups is a lot like the Aries, the Emperor, because he's creative and he's a very good businessman. He may be, where the difference is between them is he's more emotional and sentimental, where Aries says what it is, doesn't, like, he's caring and loving, but he's not emotional or sentimental when it comes to business at all. And then the Queen of Cups, she is a lot like the Taurus, or the Empress, because she's maternal, loving, motherly. So that's interesting that that would be the two that you get. But in between, you guys, stuck right in the middle of these two cards, is the Devil. Okay, so this leads me to think that maybe it's, I'm not saying it's not a good relationship at all. It could be an excellent relationship, but it might be kind of addictive, like you have to have it and you're not going to feel complete without it. And that could possibly be the soul lesson, is to feel complete on your own, so you can come together to get the Devil out of the picture, where you have that that need to be bound together, to be, because like they're not really chained together, but so they could take it off if they wanted, but they are choosing to stay stuck together. Oh, my animals are knocking everything down, knocked my light down. And so they possibly could be too addicted to them, or there's a chance that maybe there could be a problem with, like, someone having a temperament, or a temper, a temper, or someone that could be possibly addicted to drugs or alcohol, some kind of addiction like that. Could be just a highly sexual addiction kind of thing. It could be none of that either too. It could just be that the relationship is really addicted to each other. But just be aware of that there's a chance that something could be. I'm sorry. I'm totally hearing my dog up to something and I don't know what. And it's like minus 18 degrees outside, else I would put him out. So he's annoying me right now. So anyways, this relationship, it does look definitely like a soulmate relationship. It looks like it's going to bring you happiness and joy. But at the same time, there might be some sort of factor to be aware of there with that king. And then I want to see how long this is going. Okay. And then we have here, these are my cards that I just pulled for myself to have some clarity, which I usually look at them first and I didn't even think about them. And so we have the Moon, the Four of Wands, the Magician. See, they were flipped this way, so I have them the way I would like to look at them in order. I always feel like it's a story, sort of. So first off is the Five of Cups. So I don't know if you turned your back on something in the past, or you're having regrets about something that maybe happened, or just crying over spilt milk kind of thing and moving on to different. So I'm not sure what that's about, but that was in the past somewhere. And then this is you. This is your other card, the Hierophant, the Taurus. So you want something that's traditional. You want marriage, and you want the whole thing. So maybe you had another relationship in the past where it just wasn't right, and it brought you sadness, like you wanted it to be more committed, traditional. So you went ahead and started kind of creating what you want. You're using your elements, and this card could be Taurus, Virgo, or Aries. I think about it Aries a lot, but I think it's a Taurus and a Virgo card, to be honest. But they're all about just creating, using all the elements to make what you want to happen. So you decided, I'm going to take control and bring what I want in. I'm calling in my soulmate. And then you have the Four of Wands, which is happy home life, happy family. So it's like you've called in your soulmate, and this is fiery, hot energy here. But there's still something that you're not completely aware of yet. So just be aware. There's something, and then that devil energy's in there too. So there's just something to be wary of, or not wary of, but just be aware of. And so then I asked your angels for advice. What is it? And it says, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So I'm not sure. I mean, that could be just, I don't know if he's different than what you're usually with, or maybe his attitude is different than anyone you've ever been with before, or something like that. But just keep an open mind, even that they're working at it for you. And I want to pull another angel card. I'm wondering why, like it says different. I just want one more here. Pull them out. I feel like I'm missing one there. I'm like, that doesn't feel like my full deck at all. They're right there. Okay. Let's have a card. Ooh, that was... Alright. Why did we get the keep an open mind card? Children and codependency. Your love life is being affected by children and codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So I don't know if maybe you want children right away or something like that, or maybe you have kids or he has kids, or I don't know if there's children involved somehow, but it says children are affecting your love life. And then it also says codependency. So addictions are affecting your romantic life. So just, I'm really not sure how that all fits together, to be honest. I don't usually mix them a bunch together, but I think that, you know, the children could be the whole soulmate thing. This is someone you've known for your life, because sometimes when these two come up together, I do kind of feel like they're the same cards. But I don't know, maybe you do have children, or he has a child or something, that it's making it hard for you to go forward in the relationship. But it's just saying keep an open mind. They may differ, and so maybe they do have some sort of a dependency problem or something like that that you might have to kind of deal with. But it does look like you guys are going to move forward, but there is something that you're not seeing, and so they want maybe keep an open mind that something might not be what you see too. Don't be just don't be 100% this is how it has to be or something like that. Just keep an open mind about it. But looks like for now, the energies right now are that you guys are going to move forward together. I'm going to do the other reading to see if you should move. I don't like to make them too long, so I'm going to cut this one off. So it does look like your relationship, it looks good. I mean, I had to read, this is the third time I've done this reading because of my computer, and the cards are really similar each time, so I do feel that you're definitely in a soulmate type relationship. But the thing about those, like I said, is I just don't know where it's going to go. But for now, I would say just be careful, maybe because of the fact that it could even just be, like Aries sometimes have a tendency to want to, like, not control you, but I don't know how to say it, like, almost like conquer it, like, to, that you're so smart and they want to, it's kind of a battle, but they don't mean it that way. It's just they like to almost conquer people, and so that could be hard for you to deal with or something too. But just be careful of the whole addiction thing. But it might be something on your end, I don't know, and you would know, and maybe you already know about the addiction thing or something like that. But other than that, it looks really good. So I will, the other reading will tie in and answer a little bit more still. So I'll talk to you later.